Yay! I'm on time. Sorry. Celebrate myself a little bit. How are you? Alright, here we go. I wonder if the sound is coming out clearly. Hello, g'day, hello, Grand Rising, hello, how are you? Hello, Grand Rising, hello, how... There we go! Alright, things are looking good. Oops. My smoking piece was out. My bad. I might have to delete that later on. But anyway, g'day. Hello. Grand Rising. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Clear some space. I may actually hold this. How are ya? Take a couple deep breaths in with me. In. Hold. Breathe out. Alrighty. That's some good fun to start this up. That always makes me feel really ready for this. Alright, I can get rid of some of the stuff that's in front of me. How are you? Hello. Thank you for coming through, everyone. Thank you for coming in. I'll start with lighting a candle. So I invite Source, Creator, the collective consciousness to be present here and now. I invite ancestors, yours, mine, ours, to be present here and now. I'll take a couple breaths for my ancestors. You can take a couple breaths for yours. Beautiful. I will now place a token for Earth in front of us. Fire just happened, and I've got fire happening in the green candle too, so any heart chakra needs hopefully will be met too. And I'll light this to make sure that the messages that come through are grounded. I hope that stays on. I've got a candle making kit that I haven't actually started using it. But anyway, all right. I was using this because I want to put some incense in it, actually. Just some eucalyptus and rosemary incense stuff that I make myself. That works. Cute. All right. Just some eucalyptus leaves that I've actually got a playlist of me making different incenses. What have I got here? Tiger's eye and rose quartz. Cute. They were together. I grabbed the amethyst and the obsidian. Very nice. I'm wondering if I should close my windows. I don't know if it'll get cold. Beneath the camera, between you and I, I've got selenite, hematite, tiger's eye, amethyst, and a blue. It's either lapis or something else. I can't remember just now. But anyway, might grab onto motorcycle. What's that? Confirming, spirit. All right, grab an incense. Oh, you fellas. Need to go with a friend because it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Thank you, Spirit. Call in the angels. Archangel Michael with the fire. Archangel Uriel with the stones. Archangel Raphael with the smoke. And Archangel Gabriel with water. Please hover around here like a spirit. Ooh. Okie dokie. Artichoke. Put that in front of you there. I don't know if you can even see that though. I don't know if I can see it. Anyway, I'll just put it on my laptop. Actually, I'm just putting it down here. I'm putting it literally in front of me for now. Stop playing around. Where's my ring? There it is. What are we starting with? Ancestor spirit. Ancestor spirit. What is that? Deck. Ancestor spirit. Oh. Potentially Archangel Michael message. I think you could leave. Thanks. Spirit, come through with a message for the collective. What is the overall theme of the message coming through today? Thank you. That's the message. All right. Put them back there. Amethyst might be important for you as well. Re-energize your life. Clear, positive, space, and harmony. I really like that. How am I to do this now? Just like that, I guess. Figuring out where it goes. All right. Re-energize your life. Clear, positive space, and harmony. I think that's a very important message to hold on to for today. So I'm going to put my little owl here and it'll hold this up for me. Ah, bugger. And yeah, I'm going to start the reading. So I will put the incense back where I had it before. There we we go. It's inside of my salt, so it's not very flexible. Here's to hoping I don't burn the curtain again. All right. Woo! What's coming through here now? So no. Why so serious? Why so serious? Grookey! Cute. Grookey, when it uses its special stick to strike up a beat, the sound waves produced carry revitalizing energy to the plants and flowers in the area. That's Cenarian's Path. If you've played World of Warcraft, actually this is a Pokemon card, but I'll talk about that first. I am shattered that I can't find my real life, my actual deck. I can't believe I've lost it. So, I've got a couple of Pokemon cards that are promo cards from, I think, Golden Arches. So, yeah, it's my little note to self to not be so serious. What for? Chill out. Calm down. I said, now who do you think you are? Do you think you are? Alright, I'm going to put this here so that I can shuffle and still see the chat and know what I'm doing. Alright, so first card, just this will tell you if this reading is for you. Got the 8 of Wands, and I've got the 3 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands in reverse. Oh dear. Obstacles, self-doubt, and illusions. I've got my little note, quick notes there, but anyway, 3 of Wands in reverse. The energy of this is really so in the regular tarot, so the analogy that I use for this is different to the regular tarot, but the regular tarot, there's a person standing on the top of a hill, and I usually see the 2 wands that are stood there as 2 trees, but they're just wands. And the person standing at the top of the mountain looking over the port is holding a third. Wait, are they on top of the citadel as well? I think they are. So in reverse, it's like, this might be something that you're not seeing coming towards you. So this could be like, so this is normally growth, creativity, and self-expression in the upright. Whereas this is very quick. So this is all about like speed, action, excitement. It's the quick energy. What's rude? It's quick energy. Overall, there's 11 wands here so far. So it's like coming to a passionate justice. What's that? Seven of Cups. Magician. Just need 9 cards to start, Spirit. Got the sun coming back out and the Fool in who we become. Alright, so beginning of this reading, it didn't seem like it was going to start very nicely, but yeah, that's cool. So 7 of Wands in the foundation. Alright, that's enough to start to check to see if things are resonating for you. Not to waste your time or anything, but yeah. Then you guys can hang out to the end of the reading if you've got a question that resonates or whatever. You can see the description and the pin for all the juicy details. 3 of Wands in reverse. This is all about, this card stands for obstacles, self-doubt, and limitations. If you go back a bit, I did with one of these. Thanks, Jesus. Catch you later tonight. This is all about obstacles, self-doubt, limitations. Cool. That's it. Where do I want to put this? Because I don't need this right now. And it's getting in the way. I'll put it with the bell. All right. So when there's obstacles within the internal 9, this is your opportunity to move them yourself. You can decide how you're perceiving these obstacles. It's up to you if you even perceive them as obstacles. So with the internal 9, it is easier to read you both definitions. That way I can just allow you to take what resonates, but then also read the energy as I see the path through the reading. Y'all are both confused because you literally can use anything. Let me guess. You use 111 or 222. You can use anything. And if you disagree, I don't mind. I don't really care. But having to kick you out of the chat because it's like confusing for you will just leave you confused. So you can hang around as long as you need to figure out why things are happening or ask questions rather than speculate. But anyway, from there, I see that in the creativity and intellect position, you're getting the Magician appearing. And when the Magician appears, this is literally all about your manifestations, your hidden power, your inner guidance, and your resourcefulness. So if you've been here for a minute and you've been catching a couple of the readings, this energy that we're stepping into, especially because I'm seeing the Sun card here and not the Moon. Yeah, still not seeing the Moon, so I'm pretty happy about that. I feel like we are on a Sun judgment world trajectory, so good on you, collective. In the career wisdom position, I've actually got the Page of Wands. So this is cool. This is you perhaps expressing some creativity. This is perhaps you exploring some curiosities that you're having. And it's just really your sense of enthusiasm right now is visible. People can either perceive it or they don't. And the way that it's feeling right now, it's better that people don't perceive your enthusiasm, that they don't perceive your fire, because this here is earth on fire. So yeah, it's like the more you can control your vehicle at the moment, this is where that magician path. It's like, what? These two cards, either way, I'm going to jump ahead. These two cards lead to what you become, and in the becoming, got the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is all about creativity, teamwork, and cooperation. So you've been either working with your higher self lately, you've been integrating messages, you've been manifesting, you've been walking your walk, talking your talk, and not needing to rely on external sources for validation, truth anymore, because you've got connection to source. This is you connecting to source and realizing your own power. Because while you were at this stage of the Page of Pentacles, not so possible, not so easy to maintain and hold is coming through there. But now that you've got the lower self, the present self, and the higher self working together, you're about to show the world something unique, something interesting, something that perhaps it's been needing. So I'd be interested to see what comes out on the external 12 for this. So you're becoming a collaborator. And it's a pentacle, so it's like with Gaia. And I spoke about the Eight of Wands before. This is the willpower and emotion. So you're expressing quite passionately. You're expressing quite quickly. And it could be exciting as well. That's up to you to interpret, especially when it's paired with this one. You've got quite a few choices if you're up for it. It could be fantasies, it could be illusions as well, though. So you've got to use your discernment to decide what's for me, what's not for me. And then, yeah. This is actually a narwhal. Narwhals are like the unicorn whales to me. I think I've seen these, but what are they called? Manatees, without the horns, when I was in WA, actually. The way that these two are aligning, so your willpower and your love aligning in this way. So love comes in here. Your love is aligning here, and it's coming in at this speed. You know, stuff can begin to feel like it's time to take steps that you've never taken before. It's time to walk a path that people may not have followed before, an unmarked path, because what you're becoming or what you're reflecting out into the collective experience is your readiness for new beginnings. If anything, your innocence. You're walking into opportunities if you're willing to take a leap of faith. Now, keynote with the little turtles here that I see. The female will come to the beach and she will lay about 150, maybe 170. And maybe one will live to adult maturity. The rest get consumed by the waves and the ocean, the birds, even on the beach. So yeah, when this card comes out on the internal, I feel like you've really connected with your own personal journey, your own personal mission, whatever God has impressed on you, whatever God has told you to lay hold of. You're walking in it now. You're allowing yourself to walk in this. You're remembering all of the words that have been spoken over your life, and you're allowing those dreams to become reality. You're walking into it in a way that is bringing about so much energy for your collective, is what I'm going to say there, because the Sun card comes out. Now, when the Sun card comes out in the way that your passion is about to be expressed, this is 19. So 19 is happiness, positivity, success, vitality, clarity. And this is a capybara. So this is like the friend of everyone and the enemy of none. I've seen memes with this riding crocodiles across rivers, sitting with crocodiles, sitting on top of crocodiles' faces. And that's kind of the energy of a Leo, really, coming through with that. Wow. Check your chart, see where the message fits, and don't try and make it fit, obviously. But so what do we got here? We have the Magician. We got the Fool. Are they representative of anything? No, not really. Not in my book. The Magician. The Magician. I do see a wand and a sword there, though, and two snakes. A fucus energy comes through with that. But anyway, same with this, but different reptile. Your expression is going to be quite passionate. I see this happening with the Eight of Wands and the Magician. Whatever it is, it's very focused. So we started in this space, starting from a feeling of blockage or some kind of resistance to moving forward. But where we've gotten to, you're going to harness your own power. You're going to harness your own power in a way that is fast. Spirit, clarify that a little bit, please. It's connecting with your power. It's an ancestral connection to your power that's allowing you to just tap into this. It's like a familial spirit. It's like an ancestor spirit that follows your lineage. Like, I don't know, it's a ancestor. It's an ancestral spirit. But you've removed the blockage, whatever it was, and since that blockage has removed, that's what's allowing you to stand in your own power. That's what's allowing you to hold space in this way. Holy dooly. And I mean, I've already explained your becoming this has been dependent on you accessing this internal power, so this ancestral power through the Magician. It's like magic being passed down through lineage, like language is passed down through lineage magic. Technology too is quite magical. But you couldn't access this full collective, like, self identity, this self-realization that you passed through had to come through this willingness to just test what you wanted to test, but in the privacy of your own spiritual closet comes through there, like in your own space, in your own time. Because ultimately this moment was protected. You weren't held back from this. If anything, your ancestors walked you through it. They helped you. Whew. Seven of Wands is courage, protectiveness, self-expression again. Whew. Damn, that's beautiful. I've got 2 sevens here. 7-7 might be something for someone. 3 major arcanas in the internal. No, just 2. The Fool and the Sun. And the Magician. Sorry, 3 was right. Awesome. And 1 court card. So, if any of those 9 cards resonated with you, I'm going to pull another 13 cards. And by the time I read the 13th card, I'll chill with you in chat. I'll say hello. But, yeah, I hope you're keeping it clean in there. I hope you're not doing anything I wouldn't do. But that's not saying much. But yeah. Thanks to everyone who's been interacting with this feed. I will slide back to the chat eventually. And yeah. The very first card coming up for the external part of the clock is the Four of Pentacles. All right, I will pull these cards quickly before I continue, because... Ooh, go Grokey! The second card is the King of Pentacles. That's interesting. Four of Pentacles energy is like, so in the self and the identity, it's like, this can be a bit egoic. This can be rigid, lacking insight almost. But a big but there. On the back of the Sun and the Magician. Whew. The Four of Pentacles could be just you stabilizing your power, stabilizing your authority within your own realm. Again, it's out of alignment, but if it were in alignment with this card, or even in the second position, then, or if this were closer to there, I could say, yeah, okay, you went from that to that. But really, oh, okay, really internally, I can shift the wheel around to whatever. But yeah, you had to go through this Three of Pentacles experience on the inside anyway. So that card appearing in the first spot, you've just been given an extra pentacle. So what are you going to do with it? If you want to go biblical, the parable of the talents, you can decide if you're going to behave like the servant with 1, 3, or 5 talents. Either way, I think I want to hear the well done, good and faithful servant. So yeah, I'll tend the fields, I'll harvest the wheat, I'll return everything to God's what is God's, and I'll return everything to Caesar that is Caesar's, because that is the law. When you stand in your own identity, that's the interesting thing. Reality sort of either glitches or it starts to sync up. And really, when you're calling in the right energy, when you're inviting the Father of all creation to be present here, the source of all light to be present here, the source of all, that's ultimately the energy you walk in. So more and more, I'm feeling that for you, collective, you're really embodying this, and this is why your values and your discipline. I need to change my your values and your discipline. You're standing as the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles here looks like it's should be representing Taurus. Really huge Taurus energy with that, but I am. Yeah, not sure. Taurus. King of Pentacles is all about prosperity, leadership, and determination. In the values and discipline position. Well, damn, it feels like you chose the path of the 5 talents. Now everyone go and read Job. No, not Job. Go and read... Oh, where is the parable of the talents from? Gosh, what do I remember from kids' church? I don't. You can just write parable of the talents, and you can even just write 5 talents. It's just a story of doubling it. Like... And when this appears in your values and your discipline, it's like your spiritual discipline is just rewarding you. You're courting yourself, like you're crowning yourself. You're really embodying the messages that you've been carrying through your everyday life. It's not like you're pretending to be anything anymore. You've You've no reason to be acting. So you're just sort of standing, walking, living, breathing, being who you are. You're embodying your shadow. You're embodying your light. You have a shadow. So like Peter Pan, I don't know if you know, but the reason that his shadow would try to run away from him was because of his HP status, we'll say. He had fainted, and his spirit, his shadow, wanted to run away because it wasn't necessary for someone that had no HP and that had fainted to have a shadow. But he kept his stuck to himself, and then he would carry children to Neverland. Yeah. Why did I get like River Styx energy there? Why did I get like Osiris energy there? Jesus energy there. Cerebus energy, Hecate energy. I'll ring the bell for her. Thank you. And when you walk in this power, when you're really living, holding, breathing as the magician energy that you are, and then when you start connecting this experience with the internal reality that you've been experiencing since you were born, this is where perhaps your communication or even the way that you innovate is on the move. This card's all about walking away, moving away, walking towards, using the wisdom that you've gained from your experience as part of the collective to walk towards. This could mean that you're walking towards some kind of new education that's in alignment with the King of Pentacles. So this really is like, could be a new course, or it could be like work upskilling, or even changing career. This is ultimately making sure that you've done the internal work, the internal shadow work, even to be moving away carefully. Because I don't know, when you walk away, can you come back from something that you walk away from? I guess so, but that would require two journeys. The walking away and the returning. Cool. Whoop. That is the Two of Swords. G'day, anyone that has popped in. Sorry I haven't said hello, but as I've got a pin, you can check that out. It gives information as to why I'm not stopping. But yeah. The fourth card on the clock. This is the home, the inner world. This is death. So death usually is all about loss, endings, rebirth, change, transformation. That's the takeaway. Especially because it's an axolotl. On here, this is an axolotl. I think I used to call this a Mexican walking fish. I think it's a Mexican walking fish. Yeah. They are salamander-esque, so they can and gecko-esque. They can regrow limbs. If you have two, I think of the same... Oh, that looks really cute. You have two of the same species, or if you have a pregnant female in a tank with a male, you may wake up with your male shy a few limbs. I don't know how to hold this. Because yeah, she hungry. She got baby on the way. When that's in your home world, with the story that just came through there, I feel like you're either quite satisfied with your relationships, you're either reaching a level in your relationships, especially on the back of an Eight of Cups, or you've walked away from a relationship, perhaps. Whatever it is, you communicated as much as you could, and then that was it. It's like, okay, well, this is it. Cut bait just came to. And because this squid is descending, does feel like you cut bait and you let the squid go. No calamari tonight. They also unhook really easily, I think. They propel themselves. I feel like that propel moment can jolt them off if you're not towing them. Anyway, we're talking about death. I don't know why I'm rolling back. Death, death, death. What did you walk through? What did you walk away from? You had to walk away from some kind of environment that wasn't conducive with you being able to balance yourself, keep yourself in the energy of the magician, the King of Pentacles, the Sun, the Fool, being on your mission, being on your path. And I think it was important for you because then with the Page of Pentacles feeding into the Death card as well, it's like that page always, whenever I touch it, it's like Phoenix energy, which I think might be Sagittarius. I don't know. But the pages I usually let them be all three. The rebirth energy there, I don't know. When I look at the card, I look at that little egg or whatever it is that they've lain, and it's that Finding Nemo moment where that last egg. All right, I need 6, 7, 8 more cards, please, to finish this. What's the fifth position? The fifth is the Two of Swords, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and card 22, bottom of the deck. So that's the work. Oh no, you show your face. The moon is here. Right, number 6 is the moon. Oh, come on. 7 is 10 of Cups. 8 is the 7 of Pentacles. 9 is the 3 of Swords. Okidoki, okidoki. 10 is Strength. Nice. They're just the houses for those that are following. So the faces of the clock are just the houses. 11 is the Knight of Pentacles. Oh, that fell out perfect, and that's 22, which I'll let it leave upside down until I get to it. And that's it. I don't need this anymore. The last card, the soul, the hidden strength, is the 8 of Swords. So let's have a stretch, intermission, water, noise, break. I have some sound things, so if you've got headphones on, mind your ears. Start with my wind chime, which gets used more as a knock chime. Nice. Oh, I always miss one. Take a look at my girlfriend, she's the only one I got. Not much of a girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Ba da 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 da. I reckon my pepper is dry enough. I reckon the pepper is ready to use. I've got a shot of me harvesting some pepper. What was I up to? Okay. Woo! Thank you for the intermission. That was fun. Two of Swords. This card is balance, decisions, opposing ideas, and when this card is in your creativity and your passions, that can be a difficult energy to process. So this could be an external energy that you might be facing this as well. Somebody might be opposing you. Somebody might have opposing ideas. You know what to tell them. I mean, if they're not a colleague, you can tell them swipe. I'm not for everybody. I don't want to be. I want to be for the people that are on a collective mission, that are on a mission that is bigger than just their own dreams and bigger than just their own desires and bigger than just the basic human requirements of living. I don't like justifications or excuses or anything like that, and I don't need to hear it either. You don't either. So if you're encountering this is a Siamese fighting fish, I think we call them here, or oh gosh, what are these called? The beta fish. Oh gosh, don't put two of these together in one fish tank. Boy, oh boy, will you come back to one looking a little bit less pretty than the other one. A little bit territorial, a little bit like roosters. They just don't enjoy hanging out with each other. And that's fine. I feel like that's a totally acceptable thing. I think if we were able to look up the stats on how many tarot readers there were, or even videos going live every 24 hours that reference tarot, I think we'd all be shocked. So look, there is somebody for everybody, and really I'm just here delivering a collective message that's general in nature. You should be using your discernment. You should be taking what resonates and leaving what doesn't, because ultimately if you take what doesn't, then you're going to have to deal with all of what comes with that, like the lessons that came with it. Obviously, if it's resonating with you, you take it and you just keep resonating. You don't stop resonating. Like these. I wish there was a never-ending jingle jangle, because I love them. I just love the jingle jangles. Anyway, I don't know what that's got to do with the Siamese fighting fish beta fish, but anyway, I digress. This is a moon card, and this is in the work, the health, and the embodiment position. So number 6. All right. And when I see this here, what's this? Number 17, XV3, 18. Sorry. Secrets, illusion, mystery, intuition, subconscious. Is your intuition guiding you in a direction for work? Is there health messages coming up for you lately in your own cards? Are you embodying the mystery and the secrets of the moon? Have you become a reflection? Well done. On the back of being protected. Look, look. Okay. Not only did you have choices, not only did you find and discover this power that you've probably had since your adolescence, really. You tapped into it. So you opened up your own choices. You started making your own wheel of fortune reality inside of your existence. And this literally was a protected experience for you. You were living like the Truman Show experience is what's coming through there. You having this Truman Show experience also warped the way that you perceived reality because things occurred for you just organically. You didn't have to strive for things. This is a tardigrade. This is one of the healthiest species on the planet. It's also one of the oldest, I think, living. Nah, I'm wrong about that one. Deep sea, still discovering. But yeah, this may have been a secret to the collective around you. And sorry, just if this was a secret that you're not ready to share, don't share this video. Keep it for yourself. Save it for later. If this message isn't hitting for you right now, but you're wanting it to hit for you, save it for later. You know what I mean? Oh, but you taking the right choice, you actually walking in your divine path, in your own alignment with your own desires, with your own visions for reality, you being able to have faith here, you walking your own walk and not walking in competition. That's how you kept this pretty. That's how you stayed this pretty. You literally stayed in your own lane. You didn't want to fight anybody. You just wanted to get alongside people that you thought were going in the same direction. And this is why I'm seeing this image of them they're in the store and they're all next to each other. Like they're all going in the same direction to a customer's house. Like that's what the little windows look like all of a sudden. So like if you're a YouTuber or anything like that, like that's what we look like to people on the other side of the screen. We're all like just trying to be ourselves and do our own little thing in the literal space that we curated for ourselves to express ourselves as we desire. Like, and this is the secret. This is ultimately you following your own white rabbit and reminding yourself you're just a reflection. You're a beautiful reflection, and you have different moments. You have different seasons, and you walk through your seasons, and you're closing this season. It's like what comes after the moon, right? You're about to have a beautiful dawn, and you've already somewhat experienced this internally. You already knew that this was coming. This was just something that you had to wait for. This was just something that you had to keep working towards, because you understand now that the more that you vibrate at your highest frequency, which is just you showing up as you are, honoring yourself, honoring your own internal desire, knowing that nobody else will satisfy those desires for you in the way that you can. And I'm not talking anything more than I'm talking about, but literally, like, you know what craving you have at the middle of the night and you go and get it from the petrol station. Like, you know what you're going to want to eat throughout the week. So you plan that ahead and you shop for it. You put it into your fridge, and if you're not going to use it, then you like put it in your freezer. Like, where am I going with all of this? Whatever it is, you're just in sync with your reality. You're really balancing out this like internal light. And even if you are facing okay, thank you, Spirit. Even if you are facing blockages, even if they're external or internal, whatever it is, however this is showing up for you, you're here watching this reading, so it's obviously resonating for you. So however that appears for you, just know that you are already internally equipped. Those 9 cards that I read for you, you're internally equipped in a way that you can deal with any situation that appears for you. You just have to give yourself time. Obviously, if things are time sensitive, triage. Allow yourself permission to prioritize things. Put things in front of something else. Allow yourself literally to look after your health, look after your safety. Make sure you've got food. Make sure you've got shelter, like the basics of reality, right? And then start looking after everything else. Like, honestly, when you look after the basic principles in reality, the flow on from you revealing this magical secret, like, ta-da! You have the sun in this reading, and you got the moon, and you know what? This is wish fulfillment. Any other day, any other tarot. 10 of Cups. Can this reading get any more like ungrounded? Like, obviously, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you are experiencing these 10 cups, it's like the energy of celebrate. If you took a holiday, took some time to celebrate, come on, let's celebrate. Just one day, I won't lie. Come. So this is love, this is harmony, this is divine connections. Are you joking? Collective, I hope this is happening for you. Affirm it if it is. Like, gosh, these kinds of experiences lead to an Ace of Cups, which is awesome because Spirit then gives you a new field, a new realm, a new opportunity to learn something new or to go through the same experiences. Whew. Because this is falling in the relationships and the connection. Number 7 on the clock. And I will say 777 may be significant for you. I don't know why Archangel Uriel really pops out there. 777. I don't know why. 7, relationships, connection. I don't know. You've got 7 cups, 7 wands, and it's in position number 7. The 10 of cups. That's like a bingo. I feel like bingo. You see the way. You see the way. You're making the choice. You're walking on a protected path. Like nobody can follow you. You've got a whole day ahead of you, ahead of them, even whoever them is, because I don't talk about them here. I only talk about you, collective, like when whoever you might meet in energy, but I don't really want to talk about them, if you know what I mean. Because it's boring. It's like you've got so much energy inside of you, I believe, at least. I believe you have so much energy inside of you that I can give you an energy reading. If we bring in third parties, then it's like that moment that I could give you a reading is lost on someone else. And they might not even be thinking about you, which is the candid, brutal thing to say there. And then, yeah, it's like live your life. Hey. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I'm in the business of misery. Let's take it from the top. Got a body like an hourglass. You're ticking like a clock. I'm feeling like this is a relationship now. This is like a relationship. Because you did 7 of cups. You did 7 of wands. It was protected. So this could be like soulmate kind of energy, actually. Because it's divine connection. Oh, gosh. So someone came into my head and I hope they appear and know that this reading's out here because, yeah, okay, it's on for the cards. It's in the energy today. So Bishop, if you're around, yeah. But I don't want to give misleading or anything advice. So really, you've got to take what resonates and discard what doesn't resonate. This is a general collective energy reading. I don't know why you popped into my head, but anyway, enough on that. That's why I see 777, because in the 8th position, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So 7 of Wands takes you to 7 Cups. You're protected. You're about to choose something. Your choices, your protection leads you to this beautiful self-realization, this beautiful connection with Spirit, Source, Creator. And then 7 Pentacles. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Hey, slow it down. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? This is about growth. This is about patience. And this is about gratitude. But this is in the transformation and power. Like, is your power growing? Are you feeling that? Cool. Ditto. 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 Are you transforming? Like, are you this? There's a motorcycle. Why? Why? It was a dirt bike, but anyway, I'll take it. Why? I want to email the council to put a speed bump in front of my house. People drive too fast. And yeah, anyway. 7 of Pentacles. What are we talking about here? Talking about growth, patience, gratitude. And I want to say, it's the 3rd 7 to appear. In terms of the cards, this was just a position, so it doesn't matter. So 777. The only 7 that's not showing up here is Swords. Whoa, that's okay. Did Swords appear before? Yeah, we had the 2 of Swords, yeah. So we've had Swords in this reading. We had the Magician, and then we've got Swords after. Okay. Okay. So you're on your way to the Hangman. Accumulation of swords, depending on what card number 22 is. But this Seven of Pentacles, it's like, what will it take to make you capitulate? Yeah, we appreciate power. We appreciate power. Is that crimes? I feel like you may have ascended on an internal level that is now reflecting on the outside. This transformation that you're going through, I don't know that it's fully locked in yet. It's up to you, comes through really strongly. Like it's your decision. It's your life. The things that you've been manifesting, the things that you've been speaking into, like bringing things to life, the things that you've been, the way that you've been expressing your energy as you've been walking around, as you've been sowing seeds, those seeds have been, and I'm really getting like this pulsating release in like my left lung. I don't know. That's for someone because that's not mine. Yeah, that's not mine. And it's like that card, Frokey. Was it Frokey? No, Grookey. Grookey? The card Grookey here. I don't know if you can read it, but anyway, I did read it before. When it uses its special stick to strike up a beat, the sound waves produced carry revitalizing energy to the plants and flowers in the area. So if you've been walking around planting seeds, then you've been like, instead of having a stick like that Grookey Pokemon, you've been sowing seeds. So this might look like you going around and being supportive of a friend, reminding them that you're always there if they need you. And you offering people help, you offering people services is even coming through here. And then them being willing to go through what they need to go through to then be prepared to ask for help. Because it's a journey. That in and of itself, getting prepared to ask for help is a huge part of the healing journey, I'll call it. Because ultimately you can literally go through life wounded, completely wounded, and maybe the people who love you will correct you, but maybe they won't. And maybe they'll just distance themselves from you, and maybe they'll try and let you know. But it's ultimately up to you how you choose to live your life. So you having gone around and sown these seeds, literally, if you could look back, it feels like, because it feels like you have traveled, whoever this specific message is for, you've traveled, and the way that you've traveled internationally, it's like each time that you've gone through a transformation, thank you, Spirit, it's like you became a flower, right? You became a flower, and then you because you're this beautiful, fairy, magical energy, whoever you are, going through rebirths like this, every time you plant a seed, I don't know, it's like a sunflower fairy. You plant a sunflower seed and then you give birth, to yourself again. Like you are the seed being planted, and then you give birth to yourself again at the top of the sunflower, and then you come out and then you go and you find somewhere else to plant a seed. But every single time, it's like you're leaving timelines behind. And because you're growing into this experience, it's really like that transformative power that you've experienced within you is now just awaiting your focus. It's awaiting your awareness. It's awaiting for you to get out of your own way and to start believing what Spirit has been telling you. Now, look, fact check me, correct me by going and taking it to your own spiritual closet and figuring it out for yourself. Literally, that's a part of discernment. That's a part of taking what resonates. But you with this, it's like you keep learning, 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 you keep unfolding, you keep learning. And really ultimately it was because you were willing and able to go through these experiences of making the right choice, following the right path, taking that leap of faith, walking where you needed to walk, knowing that everything that you wanted was coming to you quickly, because you've held this sun energy. You are the magician. You're a magical person, whoever you are. Going through rebirths like this, you must be a Scorpio or something. Maybe a Fucus. I did say that before. Could be with the era, the age. I don't know. Leo comes out with the sun. Oh no, does it? What comes out with the sun? Is that Leo? I've been saying that as Leo. Anyway, strength is Leo. What is the sun? Nada. Anyway. And I did say before we were a bit light on the swords. So for me, it feels like specifically because we were having potentially some kind of blockage happening in our creativity and our passion when this appeared before, I would say that in those 3 cards, they were cleared. Whenever you are on the timeline, because it is a circle that I create here, so whenever you are on the timeline, whenever you start to experience these things, it's like, especially if you already are experiencing these things, then it's like, wow, how is he telling my story? But anyway, it's just because that's what the energy of the collective is. That's what tapping into divine consciousness is. That's what stepping out of the way so that source, spirit, God can just use you, like the donkey that Jesus sat on when he rode back in and was about to be crucified. Like, silly monkeys. Literally, everybody. Imagine we actually killed God. Like, come on. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Stop externalizing God. Like, externalizing God is almost as bad as eating the fruit of knowledge, eating the fruit of good and evil, eating from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. It's separating yourself from the full experience and then having the nerve to clothe yourself and realizing that you're naked. You've never been naked. You've always been clothed in this full experience. And I think as soon as that really like connects with people's hearts and the resonance starts hitting people and people start not just resonating, but if they're 2 bells that are of the same resonance, then they're going to start ringing each other. And we're going to start waking each other up. Whew. Because when the 3 of Swords comes up, this is all about loss, this is all about heartache, and this is all about separation. But I will caveat, when this is in your wisdom position, when this is in your soul call position, or it's in the 9th house, this is up to you. These are your thoughts. This is your knowledge. These are your ancestors delivering you this communication for you to use for your life. So you should be using it for your life with your discernment in the best way possible. I'm not telling you to manipulate the energy of anybody else. Please never do that, because the amount of lifetimes you must return, I can't even imagine. I don't want to imagine. I don't bother. Shouldn't bother either. It's such an exhausting way to drain yourself of all your energy. And for what? Who's going to be there to refill your heart when you've putrefied it with swords? So anyway, if you're able to see this in a way that is helpful for you, this heartache, this loss, I don't know. Sometimes when I see this, especially in the soul, with the soul, it's like you really did have to put down things that didn't serve you. You really did have to allow the things that were burdening you in your experience. It's like, what am I talking about here? It's like, if I have something in the bowl, then this will only ring so much. It's not going to ring as much as it could normally. And that's because it's full. And so your heart is the same way. It's a pump that pumps blood, and Yeah, you can't have any leaks. Like the pressure that your heart needs to keep at to maintain your blood vessels open, blood flowing through them, blood vessels, your veins and your arteries. Not to mention all your capillaries. Like even now, I feel like because I'm holding my hand up and I'm holding it up for so long, it's like, oh, I can feel the blood draining from my hand. And it's like, oh, that's because the pressure is struggling to maintain up there. And so this is a great experience to be having on the outside. I feel like if you're about to walk through a I don't know, solar return, if you're about to have a awakening moment where you're coming to the realization of who you are and who you've always been as well, then this is the kind of energy that you should be expecting to work through in your reality. You're not wanting loss, obviously, but you're wanting to be dropping karma as often as you can, making sure that you're not carrying things that are not for you. And why is the story of the three Buddhas coming to my head? Three Buddhas, three monks on a pilgrimage, and they get to a river which is flooding. There is a woman who is pregnant on the side of the road, on the side of the river. And the three monks stop, acknowledge, and move on. Now, the first monk gets in the water. The second monk gets in the water. The third monk, however, looks at the woman again, carries her across the water, and then puts her down on the other side, meaning she was able to pass safely, and no one needed to be unsafe or unharmed through the situation. Now, the first monk saw what happened because he got over to the other side and he saw what happened. He saw what the third monk did, but the second monk didn't see fully. So obviously the first monk must have been about to tell the second monk and then just didn't have time, because then they leave. After the monk arrives on the other side of the riverbank, they leave. And after a time, the first monk is infuriated. He's overwhelmed. He's overburdened by his thoughts. And so he confronts the third monk and he says, "Do you know what you've done? Do you know what you did at the river?" The monk replies, "No." The third monk replies, "No." "Well, I crossed. What did I do?" "You touched a woman. You carried the woman across the river. And we're forbidden." The third monk ponders this for a moment. And then he looks at the first monk and he says, "I put that woman down on the other side of the riverbed. Why are you still holding her?" Notification? Confirmation? But I don't know. But yeah, this life, this experience, this reality, it's really up to you how you walk through it, how you decide to empower yourself. Are you going to have an empowered experience? Are you going to be thinking about the things that bring you joy, delight, that make your heart as light as a feather? I didn't want to say that, but Ma'at does come through there a little bit, you know. Weighing your heart against a feather. Gosh. No swords in the heart. Painful. It's all right. It's a good thing. That experience, when you come through it, I mean, it does appear near the leap of faith. So as long as you're able to continue to determine what path you're on and why you're on it, then I don't see why you can't continue to just move in this full energy, like seriously. Because I feel like even then, all of the dramas, even if you do encounter these things, they just move along really quickly. Your internal attitude is so well adjusted by this point. And you don't forget. You can choose again if you want to. You don't have to hang around for things that aren't serving you, aren't edifying you, aren't giving anything to you. You are the master. You are the master of your own experience. You are the one that holds all of the ones. You've held them from a very young age. You just are in this experience of remembering. And I do feel like you needed to see your own internal light again. You needed to see your own internal light again before you were ready to go on this journey. So anyway, I will move on. Whew. The 10th card. This is strength. Well friggin' done. Strength. Strength is your inner power. This is like on the outside though. So your inner power is being seen, collective. You're going to show that. And I don't think you're going to show off. I think you're just going to show your power. Your inner power is going to be showing. Wow. It's because of your persistence. It's because of your courage. It's because of your persuasion. So this is the career and the legacy. So, my goodness, whatever you unburden yourself with, if you actually unburden yourself, if you give yourself permission to either add a sword and go to the 4 and take a break for a minute, or take one away and sit there before making a decision. But either way, while you're sitting there, maybe lift those swords up every now and then. Do some weights with them so that you get strong. Train while you're just sitting there, at the very least, because this strength that you walk into, the way that your career is showing up, I don't know, man. I don't know, guys, girls, ladies, gentlemen. You're just doing it. You are just going out, living as yourself, expressing yourself, being a magical mother, and doing the thing. This strength that you're embodying, it does come through as sort of like a generational thing. It's more like connected to your ancestral lineage. It's this power that has been in your family for I don't know how long, and it's you being able to access that in a way that it's like you just shift. You know to stand aside, and you know to bow your head, and you know to just connect with these spirits, these ancestors who have been with your bloodline for, gosh, why does it come through as old as 1,000 generations? Like, and the more and more that you connect and sit with your ancestors, I guess more people will rock up at the table, more people will sit with you. But it's about your readiness, it's about your willingness. And I do see that this moves a little bit slower with Knight of Pentacles. There's a bumblebee there. This is all about expansion, hard work, and steadfastness. This card here is your collective purpose. I will say that this feels as though you've just become aware of your collective purpose within the hive. You've either realized this whole experience is going to be had one way or another, and are you going to keep resisting the experience, or are you going to follow what is literally your internal fire, your internal combustion system? Are you going to dim that internal fire, or are you going to let that fire just light the way? And I do really feel like this Knight of Pentacles is giving me like this hermit energy. Whew. And when you're in alignment with this, no matter the pace that you arrive, you know that you're on mission. You're following a calling that others may not see or perceive. And so This may sometimes be a lonely road that you've got to travel on and that you've got to hone your skills on. But whatever it is, you've accumulated enough experience in your lifetime, in your energy, however you're using this. Just use it in a positive way, please. And what comes next from here? The hidden strength, the soul, the 12. I really hope that you're able to at least finalize this last hexagon here and give yourself that full honeycomb. I get the sense that you do, and the way it shows up for me is the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords in the upright is all about denial, helplessness, and feeling stuck. Now, isn't that a great way to almost end the reading? Bear with me. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me. The reason why I said, in your collective purpose, I believe that if you finish whatever it is that you're aiming to do, a bumblebee's aim is to go to the flowers and then to come back to the hive and then use that pollen to create honey, to create nectar. It is nectar. No, that's butterflies. Hold on. To create these cells. And yeah, it does come with some wax as well, but it's nutrients. It's ready to go nutrients for the hive to access. And when you get called into these kinds of situations, this is the soul and the hidden strength. This is somewhat a trap on if it was on the shelf, if you know what I mean, like an 8 on its side. He's like, oh no, I'm stuck in a cycle. It's not going to end. Where am I ever going to get one more sword? Or where am I ever going to drop one sword? Oh no, end of the world. But you're not there anymore. You're literally not there anymore. Not only do you have your sword and your wand from the magician, but you're also very, 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 very aware that seasons change. Seasons close. You know that you can't have summer all the time. I mean, you can if you can afford it, really, can't you? Yeah, you can. And that's a beautiful thing. What is money even? Whew. And so you move away. 8-8 here. I'm just looking around the board. We had strength appear. That's an 8. We had the 8 of cups. Hoo-ha! So we had 3 7s in there. And we've got 3 8s now. Here, we have the swords. Here, we don't have pentacles in the 8. Neat. So this wasn't hard work either. It's not going to be hard work to get through this. But the 7 of pentacles is there. It's okay. I think if you're able to stay grounded through this experience, if you're able to actually realize the experience might be coming from a generational place, like this might be some kind of generational lesson that you need to learn so that you can pass through it, and it especially being in the soul position, the hidden strength. I feel like this is ultimately what unlocks this for you. And then this is the first card on the clock, so that closes out the cycle really well. If you're able to learn the lesson, you're going to move into the 9 of Swords. When you're in the 9 of Swords, literally, you're 1 away from completion. So whatever higher knowledge you've been tapping into, whatever ancestral knowledge you've been tapping into, I do feel like there's going to be a connection point where you really feel stable in it. It even may start to materialize for you in different ways. So it just appears in more abundance. What do I mean by that? By you having more access to your world, your light. I don't know. What is that? Aaliyah. What is that, Aaliyah? What in the world? Why is that frozen? Oh, did I disconnect? I can see that still, right? I don't know. My phone must be frozen. I don't know. Looked like a spell. That's why I asked. Any energy being used inside of my space, I call it in. I hold it. I ground it. I throw it into the shield that Source has given me. I hold the intentions. I ground the intentions in the north, the south, the east, the west. Metatron, as called in before the reading. Be present here and now. Transition north, transition south. Transition to the core. Find it. I'm looking at Pepper. I'm looking at Holly. Anyone that's fucking around in my energy, get out. You're not welcome. I think I said that many, many times, so I don't know. Enjoy the repercussions. I can only warn people so many times. Whew. And the way that we end this reading, Queen of Cups. This could be in the upright or it could be in the reverse. This could, if it's in the reverse, be losses. This could be you feeling trapped. This could be you feeling some disappointments. Don't know. You got to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That's the way with everything. So if you're doing that, we're on a good track. But if not, if you're feeling this in the upright, this here, Queen of Cups. Oh, what am I looking at? I was looking at swords. One sec. Queen of Swords is in the reverse is neediness, insecure, hypersensitive, and in the upright, it's healing, intuition, and compassion. So, look, whatever path you're going on, whatever journey you're on, ultimately, it's yours to walk. Nobody knows why you're walking your journey. Nobody even knows your innermost reflections is what's coming through there. And the way that might be the blockage, the way that you need to work through whatever you need to work through, whatever you need to heal to be able to appear is this Queen of Cups, working through this Wands in reverse. Do it. Give yourself permission to do it. Fulfill whatever it is that you need to fulfill, because your life has the potential to be so abundant. You literally have the potential to be so abundant when you focus all of the energy that you've got within you. So something with spell work, when you focus your energy on you, it's yours. The whole experience is yours. If you're not affecting anybody's free will, if you're not affecting anybody's right to choose, if you're not lying to anybody, if you're not hurting anybody, then do what you want. Don't take away people's free will, though, because when you come back to experience their lifetime, you're not going to like it. And you have to. That's part of the story. I am just a reflection. I am just another you. I'm not even me. I'm not even here. I'm just an intrusion. If you know Inako? Oh gosh, I don't know. I am not really here. I am an intrusion. I don't sink. I just float. I don't need gravity, I just need grow. Whoa, whoa. When I move, it's an earthquake rumble. I will never ever fall, never crumble. And I don't need to be humble. Break down walls like Jericho. Crumble, break down walls like Jericho. Jericho. Walls come down like Jericho. Walls come down like Jericho. Jericho. When you try your best but you don't succeed. When you get what you want but it's not what you need. When you feel so tired that you just can't sleep. Don't come crying to me. Lights will guide you home and ignite your love, and I will try to fix you. Cause I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Come with me Friday, don't say maybe. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. I guess I better look at chat. Alright, I got a lot to catch up on, I reckon. Should I close the windows before I do? I feel like I should. Because otherwise I might get mosquitoes. Definitely gonna get mosquitoes if I haven't already. Alright, everything's alright. Oh, I gotta cook myself some dinner. It's dark enough. I can cook myself my delicious roast lamb. Oh, I forgot my jelly sauce. Don't you hate that? Don't you hate that when you forget ingredients and then you can't do what you want to do for dinner? Anyway, I swear I'm about to come read chat. I'm just closing the windows because at this point I'm trolling my neighborhood. So dearie me. Hi, something about December. Hi, something about December. Hi, da da da, on and on. Da 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 da. Ooh, da 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 da. Do do do. I feel like coffee, which is such a bad idea at this time of night. What a reading. The Queen of Cups energy at the end, especially. It's like your intuition, all of the things, like your connection with your ancestors, it's starting to be something that you're not even questioning for yourself anymore. You just know who you're connected to. You know that God, Creator, Source, has always been for you. You've had a mission to complete within your lifetime, and now you're on task. You're on mission. You're not straying from that. You're willing to do what you came here to do, what you knew your soul wanted to do. Ooh. All right. That's a pretty huge message. Interesting to see that the world didn't come out. I'm actually going to get a soft drink because... Oh no, I didn't get soft drink. I only have water. I have beer. I have 2 beers left, and then I'm going to go and fast those. And then also probably take a journey in sobriety. Oh well. No, I don't have a soft drink, so... I do have a soft drink. There it is. All right, cool. Here I am. Here I'm back. Here we go. Cute. Hello. How's everyone going? I don't know how to say thank you. Everybody that liked this video. Wow. I appreciate that. No, I don't need to shuffle this. I can put this down. I wonder if anybody has asked any questions that I need to answer. How am I going to do this part? Clearing energy. Before I go back to the chat, thank you so much, Source. Thank you so much, God. Thank you so much for being present in my life each and every moment, for allowing me to connect with you when I'm able to relax, when I'm able to breathe, when I'm able to just be aware of you and your power and your infinite infinite power that radiates beyond my own experience, radiates into the full experience of the collective and anybody that's resonating. Like, I thank you for allowing me to speak the way that I speak. I thank you for having allowed me to walk my journey. I thank you for having allowed me to learn the lessons that I needed to learn for my own life, for my own path. I pray that this message goes out and reaches whoever it needs to reach, so that we, the collective, can continue to elevate, can continue to ascend to the levels that we're supposed to be at, that I feel like we can be at. And in this final way, Heavenly Father, God, Source, if you give me permission, I ask that you bless this healing rune. Daikomyo. With healing energy for the collective to use as they wish, as they desire. I think chakra is actually that way. That's better. This is just to strengthen and to focus so that you are able to see, reveal. Wow. Oh, what a night. What a lady, what a night. Do 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 do. Oh, what a night. Ding 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 da 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 do do do. What a lady, what a night. Oh. Is it worth it? Can you even hear me? Standing with your spotlight on me. Not enough to feed the hungry. Oh no, I lost my spoon. Where did my spoon go? Alright, I'm almost ready to look at chat. I promise. I promise I'm almost ready to look at chat. I promise. Okay, this is just some clarity. This is some clarity and some protection and some love in the agape form for you to give to you, not for me to give to you. Mind you, I don't care to give you anything that Source is not giving you. You take from Source. Okay. Oh gosh. All right. How am I going to do this? Where on earth do I start? Mr. Bishop is there. Hello, Mr. Bishop. Thank you. All right. Maybe I'll just go through it afterwards. If anybody would like a question before I go back and look at chat, if anybody has resonated with anything, just let me know which card you resonated with, and I'll pull 3 cards wherever it is around that. Past, present, future kind of energy check. Your energy is what I'm willing to work with. So, yeah. If anything comes to mind that is in those parameters, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I will figure out how to answer your question if I feel comfortable. But yeah. Okie dokie. Oh, DD. Hello. Thanks for that comment. I've been sort of watching. Yeah, no, I know there's I'm about to do a harvester. I don't know, if you look at my playlist, if you look at my channel description, there is a harvester spirit message that has been coming through that I've been resisting sharing for a very long time, but it's okay. It's just a spirit. It's the spirit. It's an ancient spirit that has just been around since our sort of social beginnings. It's very much like a negative Six of Pentacles energy. I am the sun. I am the air. I am everything I need to be now. Just like everybody else is here. Motherfucking rich bitch. I'm a mother big bitch. Britty. I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to catch up with chat. Really, that's a lot. But anyway, Kia ora, Northsider. How you doing? Kia ora. Oh, I really want to go to New Zealand. I really, really want to go to New Zealand. My dad got his tattoo done there, and I would love to be able to have the same privilege. He got a turtle on his. I want to get, I don't know, whatever comes through for the older. How cool! Okie dokie. Shout out to Harold's wife. Happy birthday, Steph. Steph, it's your birthday. Happy birthday today. I wish you better. God bless you this day. Steph, it is your birthday. Happy birthday, Steph. Cheers. Thanks for that. And if anything ever resonates, let me know. I give readings out after people resonate with stuff, and yeah. As long as people are resonating with the message, it's like I can tap in for you for that. But it's really hard to like try and create something for people. Plus, yeah, 22 cards. As I'm looking at the time, it was like an hour and 30-minute reading. So fingers crossed, something resonates with everybody in it. But yeah, Mama Aaliyah, I'm interested to go back and look at all of your chatters, actually. I don't know. What do I do now? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Ooh. Wait, what am I making happen? What are we making happen? What are we doing? Are we manifesting? What are we manifesting? Are we manifesting God? Are you going to stand with me, DD, though? It's 2 or more. Whew. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can invite the Holy Spirit to come and bless everybody who's attended or even in attendance with the gifts of the Holy Spirit. Now, there's a large variety, so if you get any of them, you might need to investigate with Psalms. Solomon might have some words for you, but also in the book of Matthew, you can find, in all of the Gospels really, they're referenced, but yeah. And see, Heavenly Father, Divine Creator, Universal Consciousness, you who were at the very beginning, who, when you opened your mind and realized everything could exist and you began to create everything, beginning with light so you could see, and it came out at the beginning, and that energy that came out, that motion that came out hasn't stopped. It's perpetual. It is an experience that is unfolding. It is a garden that we live in on this planet. It is a generational birthright for each and every person who has faith to open their hearts and willingly accept the messages of Christ and the consciousness of Christ, the messages that he imparted to 12 disciples, to potentially 12 messengers who elevated themselves to star status and became remembered throughout time, even remembered here and now. The archetypes that we look up to, the archetypes that we follow, the archetypes that we embody as the created beings, as the 12 tribes. I pray, Heavenly Father, that through your Son's experience here in this here and now, that you would allow the Holy Spirit to impart your gifts, your blessings, your abundance. Heavenly Father, allow the kingdom of heaven to see every willing person's heart, every willing person's soul attune themselves to your divine purpose, attune themselves to your voice, to your still small voice. Gaia, Mother, you, the divine, be present here and now with us as you always are. I invite you to be present here because you are ultimately where we have the experience, within your womb, within your protective circle. So I thank you, Father God, for creating every opportunity, giving us free will from the very beginning to choose our path and always to be able to choose to walk back to you, guided by the Holy Spirit and guided by the life and the example of Jesus Christ, which we are to embody and exceed. Woo! Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, thank you. Jesus Christ. Mother Mary, thank you. Okay. I've had about enough of you. You're a troll. I don't even realize why I followed you. I don't even realize why I said your name. You're gone. You're an absolute troll. I don't even know who you are. The first thing I see when I look up after a prayer is that. Thanks for your contribution. Well, if anyone has anything to ask, feel free to leave a comment on the previous video, but the previous live with this same collective thing that you've got a question. Just leave whatever question you like. And yeah, thanks so much for the 620 of you who came through today to have a look-see at the energy. You should always use your own discernment throughout the entire message, throughout the entire process of unfoldment and entertainment. And Russell Crowe's coming into my head all of a sudden when he's in the Colosseum. Are you not entertained? So, if this is only entertainment for you, so be it. If this is a spiritual sign for you, so be it. If this is God showing up for you, so be it. I am literally just a donkey. I'm just another willing ass to be used by God, Creator, Source, as they are willing. Because I'm just a part of it. I don't even know why I show up the way that I do and give the messages that I give. I just know that I'm being obedient to the messages that are in my heart. And when I do that, I get gifted way, way more abundantly than I ever anticipate, think, or could ask for. So, yeah, definitely appreciative of everybody who has come through today. Yeah, like 620 of you. So, thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed today, and thank you so much. I hope you've enjoyed today. I don't even know if this has come back live again. Yeah, I think so. I hope you've enjoyed today. Please leave a like. It lets me know that something has resonated with someone so I can keep showing up. If you comment or even email me, you can check all those details in my channel description. If you'd like to follow along for the journey, continue following along for the journey, then hit that subscribe button. You don't really need to hit the bell. I'm trying. Yeah. Rocking up and showing up and doing what you do and being as awesome as you are, because if it wasn't for you, then I would be here talking to myself. And yeah, luckily people come through and have a look and have a chat and do all the things. So I keep doing what I do. And if, yeah, no, that's enough. That's it. All right. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all so, so much. This has been fantastic. I really love doing this. I really love the way that you choose to support, that you choose to show up and support. Each of you is a unique individual, having a unique individual experience as part of a collective. And once you integrate the messages that are for you and really think that you're going to really unlock this power that this reading was all about within yourself. And yeah, I don't think you're ever going to look back, and I don't think there's ever going to be anything that you're going to be needing from life, as long as you continue to put your faith in what God has shown you and revealed to you. Then yeah, you'll realize it. So have a good one. Blessed be everyone. Walk in the light. Integrate your shadows. Do what you can do with your experience, but to everything else, just say have a nice day and walk away. Otherwise, if they throw the first punch. All right. Have a good one.